Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Thursday, the 4th day of May. That means May the 4th be with you. It is National Star Wars Day.
Why does it seem like this day is all year long?
Yeah, it kind of seems like National Self-Employed Day today. So if you work for yourself, maybe give yourself the day off to celebrate with yourself. World Password Day today. It's Bird Day all over the world, and this is when I say Happy Bird
Seriously,
Day
did
to
we
you.
not just have this?
No, I said Happy Earth Day the other day. That's what that one was. That was last month. Come on,
I'm just
Heidi,
having
get
a
it
severe
together.
case of deja vu here.
National Weather Observers Day, National Candied Orange Peel Day, National Orange Juice Day today. Also National Renewal Day, National Day of Reason, and National Day of Prayer. All of these things happening on this special day. It's a Thursday. We also have a Dear John letter to get to. We'll be doing that before you know it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you want to get your kids to eat their veggies, here's how you do it. Eat your veggies. Yeah. They did a survey of 2,000 parents with children 6 and younger. 53% noticed their kids eated unwanted vegetables just to mimic them.
They eated them?
They eated kids. They noticed kids eating unwanted. The kids eat. It's scientific, Heidi. You wouldn't get it. Oh, wow. 78% believe their children learned their table manners simply by imitating them. The one poll also found, what else did they find? 80% describe eating with their child as one of their favorite ways to bond. 72% say it's important that their meals are not eaten at an actual dining table or kitchen table. What?
That they are not, or that they are?
Oh, that they are. Okay, yeah. See, I'm struggling to get through this. 73% have witnessed their child use the same language as them as well. So when they say things like, it's quite a predicament, or this is approximate, they use those things as well. So they're saying, hey, make sure you say good stuff. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know parrots that have been taught to contact their feathered friends through FaceTime appear less isolated and lonely?
Wow.
According to a recent study at Northeastern University, Boston, researchers said that parrots are highly social species. When they live with humans, they're usually isolated from other birds, which can lead to loneliness and boredom. In the study, these parrots were taught the association between ringing a bell and their owner bringing an iPad with a selection of birds. Then the parrot could choose from which bird they would like to do a video call.
This
Researchers
is so sad.
noted that it was important to allow the parrot to choose which of their friends to call.
Oh,
that made a difference.
My gosh.
But when they did, the birds really enjoyed that. So that's kind of cool. Now I kind of feel like we should get FaceTime for our dog and let our dog reach out to her puppy friends. Something to do. Maybe not? No?
No.
Okay. We don't know everything.
Absolutely not.
We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Gayle King and Charles Barkley are teaming up to host a new CNN primetime show named for themselves, King Charles. See, Gayle King, Charles Barkley. It's going to air on Wednesdays this fall and continue through 2024. So that's kind of an interesting idea. And the rest of what we're going to talk about is all Super Mario Brothers. So they broke another box office record for an animation, estimated $58 million in the third weekend. They just keep racking up. It's somewhere around $850 to $939 million. They've done very, very well. They've also officially accomplished what no other animated movie has done since the pandemic. They hit $1 billion at the box office globally. The Nintendo adaptation of the Super Mario Brothers marked the start of the 4th weekend in theaters. So I'm trying to see if there's a lot of numbers here. If you want to read all of the details, because it's just going to be blah, blah,
Just
blah.
numbers.
Numbers. They did well. So what I'm saying is we're probably going to see more of those movies. All right. Big screen, little screen. Brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A clothing company has developed a shirt that can be worn 100 days straight without developing any odors.
Wow.
So that's quite a shirt. 100 days. You'd only need 3 shirts.
That is quite a shirt.
So I have to tell you, we've been doing a bunch of renovation stuff at our home. And
we wear the same construction clothes.
I was going to just say, I have a
over.
construction shirt. It's a hoodie with a pouch that I didn't realize how much I wear it until I was flipping through photos. And I was like,
in every photo.
Did I take all these photos the same day? And I'm looking back, I'm like, nope, this is from November. And whoa, this is from January. I'm like, I wore that hoodie all winter long, I think. So I think maybe I need one of these shirts. So I don't know. Has that hoodie ever been washed?
Oh, yes.
Has it? Okay.
Yes, it's been washed.
See, I've never put it in the laundry. I take it off.
I love, though, how you don't know whether or not it's been
I've taken it off
washed.
before and wondered, where did that hoodie go? And then all of a sudden it shows up again. And I noticed it doesn't stink as much, so that's probably why. Toronto is the latest city to experience Karen's Diner. This is a concept built on great burgers, rude service, turning the tables on the entitled Karen's, stereotypical customer who asks to speak to the manager. This entire restaurant is based on being staffed by people like that. I don't know that I would really like this, but this is their 14th location in Australia, UK, United States, but it's the first one in Canada. So,
yeah, I wouldn't like that.
staffed with sassy locals who are keen to give you the finger or roast you in front of your date. I don't think that I would want that. But
no.
For those who do, I guess here you go. Karen's Diner. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
It's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
All right, I'm excited to hear Heidi's perspective because I don't know if you know this, she is a mother of my 2 children.
I certainly am.
So she could certainly maybe put herself in this lady's shoes. I guess we'll find out in a second. Here we go. Dear John, I just had a baby, my first. It went well, I guess, but it was really hard. The problem is that I can't get over something that happened in the delivery room. And my husband is being a jerk for not backing me up on this. I was groaning and crying. Okay, sometimes screaming in pain. That's normal, right? What would anyone expect? But after a couple of hours, the doctor said, "Can you calm down a bit?" Then he made a shushing sound over and over. Really? Like, has this guy ever been through anything like this? I'm the patient here, pushing a watermelon through my body. It hurts. 2 weeks later, I'm still really upset, and I don't want to take my baby back to that doctor for a checkup. My husband said he was just trying to help me relax, and he was making calming sounds to help me deal with pain. But that is not how I remember it. Who is my husband to tell me what to feel about having a baby? I'm right about this. We should not go back to that doctor, and I want to write a letter to the hospital. That's not out of the line, is it? Signed, Mad Mama. So, Heidi, what do you think?
This is probably not what most women would say here, but I'm not usually like most women.
No, she's usually not.
He does this for a living.
Yeah.
He sees lots of women go through this, and I'm guessing you were maybe being a little over the top if he felt the need to say something.
Well,
if it's out of the ordinary, like if you were exaggerating.
Everybody's
that
a little
much.
different too.
And I've had 2 children.
Yeah,
I
I know you
know. At one of those births, I locked myself in the bathroom.
I was just going to say, I remember when you were talking about you're not like everybody else. What was it called? Pitocin?
Yeah, I did not want the Pitocin.
So her first delivery, she needed a Pitocin shot, and she did not like that. She did not have a good... if she could leave a Yelp review, it would not be positive. She was not a fan.
No.
So she told the doctor, I was there. She's telling the doctor what to do. She's like, first of all, just so you know, there will be no Pitocin. And he's like, we'll see. And she goes, no, we won't see.
No,
There
you're
will
misunderstanding me.
You need to understand. It's not going to happen. And he's like, okay, well, I hope it doesn't come to that. She's like, it's not going to come to that. For the 3rd time, I hope you understand that is not going to happen. And then the doctor was off dealing with other patients because that's what doctors do. And there was a nurse on the phone with the doctor. And this nurse, I see her saying, oh, she's not going to like that. And the nurse is like, okay, well, I'll go talk to her about it. And then I look over to Heidi and I see her hightailing it into the bathroom. And she locks the door.
I did.
And
I refused to come out until he gave me a C-section.
Yeah.
And I got a C-section.
And I'm sitting by the door talking to Heidi. I felt like I was a hostage negotiator. Because we got the doctor on the phone and we got Heidi in the room. And, I'd say something to her and you hear, and she's like barely speaking through the door. And,
but as painful as the Pitocin was, I wasn't screaming and carrying on to the point where the doctor had to tell me, hey, you wanna hold it down a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing that I will say. When it comes to your health, it's you. I mean, if you didn't like the doctor's bedside manner, then
you find another doctor
there are
for
other
the next
doctors.
one.
Here's one
It's
that
not
I
a big
had.
deal.
This again, I feel bad comparing this to childbirth because I don't think it's nearly as painful. But I had 2 ingrown toenails, and my doctor wouldn't look me in the eye. Remember that? So I'm talking.
Yeah, he was a strange one.
It was so bizarre, and I don't even remember his name because I only went to him the one time. But we're in there talking to him, and the whole time he's talking to me, he's like looking over my shoulder at something on the wall, and I kind of even look to see what's on the wall. What are you looking at? And then he shifts and he's looking this other way, and he wouldn't look me in the eye, and it made
you really nervous.
I was like, am I going to die? Is this dangerous? Why is he won't look me in the eye? And it was just bizarre.
Yeah, so if you're uncomfortable with a doctor, bottom line is, end of the day, whether you were overreacting and being a little baby or not, it's time to find another doctor.
Well, and here's the other thing I didn't like about that doctor. These toes hurt so bad, I could barely put on socks. And he grabbed my toenails with, I don't know what they call them in the hospital, but I call them pliers. It's pretty much what they were, and twisted it.
Yeah.
It hurt so bad. And I'm sure he probably could have told me to shush because I guarantee you I was making a lot of painful noises. I was in pain. So at the end of the day, if you don't like the guy, go to a different doctor. There's a lot of other doctors out there.
Yep.
And I doubt you're going to hurt his feelings because, at the end of the day, he's probably wanting to have a good connection with his patients too. So I say you do what makes the most sense for you. Would you like to chime in with advice? You can do it at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Smartphone maker Samsung created a robot shaped like a tush to sit on their phones, testing how much pressure they could take. The robot even wears jeans. So they have
fantastic.
A robot tush that sits down on their smartphone just to make sure it's not going to break. And I wonder how many pounds of pressure they need before, because I probably exceed that. I've never sat on my phone, but I'm telling you, if I did, I probably wouldn't be using it anymore. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When he needed inspiration, Beethoven would pour water on himself.
Oh.
Man, that's a good idea. I should do that.
How I wonder, does that help?
Well, he would be inspired. It would be like...
He'd be inspired.
I don't know. He would be...
Thank you for clarifying.
Awake. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Fires use wetting agents to make water wetter. So I don't know how that works. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Bluebirds cannot see the color blue. Wow.
Really?
That is so bizarre. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 65% of adults agree this helps them get a good night's sleep. What is it? 65.
White noise.
No, 65% say blackout curtains help them get a good night's sleep.
Oh.
So it's darker and they don't have to worry about,
Well, if you have to sleep during the day, yes.
I suppose.
But how does that help at night?
I'm just saying what it says. I don't make these statistics up. Well, once in a while I do, but usually not. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Police in Sweden responded to a report of a car parked near a busy intersection. Officers arrived to find the car had been reported stolen. So now they have a stolen car parked near a busy intersection. So they decided, let's track down who stole this car. Lucky for them, they were easy to find. 2 thieves inside the stolen car sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put this out there.
When you gotta sleep, you gotta sleep.
Just going to put this out there. If you're going to steal a car.
Which you shouldn't.
Don't do that. But if you're going to steal a car, maybe don't park it illegally if you're going to stay inside of it and sleep.
Right.
Just saying.
Common sense, people.
Probably not a great idea. So yeah, they happen in Sweden. But, it could have happened anywhere. Because, we have a lot of criminals that don't use their entire brain.
That is true.
Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I thought this was interesting. It was almost going to be part of our big screen, little screen report, but instead I put it here. The most bankable at the box office. Actors or actresses who put more people in the seats, according to Puck News. They did this poll. So Tom Cruise, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Tom Hanks, Brad Pitt, Denzel Washington, Julia Roberts, Will Smith, Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, and Kevin Hart.
Okay.
So here are the top under 40 actors that are most influential. So these are younger people. Chris Hemsworth, Jennifer Lawrence, Tom Holland, Michael B. Jordan, Zendaya, Scarlett Johansson, Jenna Ortega, Margot Robbie, Henry Cavill, Emma Watson, Gal Gadot, and Timothy Chalamet. So there you go. If you see any of those people in a movie, chances are you're going to see them in that movie. I don't know what I just said. That's probably not what that meant. But it is the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Now your quote of the day comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Andy Borowitz, who says, "It would be nice to spend billions on schools and roads, but right now that money is desperately needed for political ads." Yeah, think about that.
True story.
How much money is spent on those kind of things. So then again, working in the media, maybe I shouldn't be drawing any attention. No. All right, quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. By the way, if you come across a quote that you think is kind of funny, I like the funny quotes, you can share them at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I love this story, by the way. A 109-year-old who still drives and lives independently shares tips for a long and healthy life.
Aw.
This guy's 109. I'm looking at photos of him. I would have guessed him in his 70s.
Okay.
He lives in Little Falls, New Jersey, still lives independently, and drives his own car. He says, how do I feel? Well, let's go out and dance somewhere. How about that? That's how I feel. Vincent Dransfield told USA Today, I think is who it was. It says today in an interview. So what are his tips for a long and healthy life? First, he says, spend time doing what you love. He spent more than 80 years as a member of a local volunteer fire department, and they are in good shape. Firefighters.
Right. Oh,
are.
yeah, of course. They
when
have
asked
to
what
be.
brings him happiness, he said, well, the fire department brought me happiness. I met so many great friends that way. Another thing that he really encourages people to do is to drink milk. He said he worked at a dairy farm when he was 15. He drank as much milk as he wanted to, and he attributes that to giving him a healthy boost during the Great Depression. He still drinks Ovaltine every morning for breakfast.
Aww.
I hate to admit this, but I've never even tried Ovaltine. Have you?
No, I have not.
Maybe we should try some. He's 106 years old, still doing, no, 109 years old, still doing well. Next thing on the list, he says, you don't need to exercise, but you do need to keep moving. He said, I always stayed active. He also said, enjoy what you eat. And the last thing on the list is stay positive. Now, there's a lot of details between all the things that I just told you. If you would like to read those, good news, I have a link to them in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.